Good morning, children. In the part 1 video of the tenses, I explained you about simple present tense in detail. Now, in this part of the video, I am going to explain you present continuous tense. But before that, just have a look to these 3 images. What can you see in these images? In the first image, the pages are turning. Yes? And in the second image, the candle is burning. In the third image, the numbers are spinning. So students, what did you notice in these 3 images? Did you understand anything from these 3 images? Why I am showing you these 3 images? Did you understand something? Yes, students. See, in all these images, the action is going on. Yes? So students, in present continuous tense, an action is represented which is going on in the present. So, present continuous tense indicates an action that is going on in the present. As in the images, you saw the pages are turning. It means the action is going on. Yes? In the second image, the numbers are spinning. Here also the action is going on. So students, present continuous tense indicates an action that is going on in the present. Means when you are speaking, the action is happening at that moment or time. Clear? So this is the very purpose of present continuous tense. Now have a look to these images also. Like in the first image, Michael is jogging. Can you see? So students, here he started jogging in the past and he is continuing jogging while I am speaking. At that moment also he is continuing jogging and he will end in the future. So in such cases we use present continuous tense. Means the action is happening right now at the time of speaking. Clear? In the second image, Tom is driving to work. So here also the action is happening at the time of speaking. It means the action is in progress right now. So in such cases we always use present continuous tense. So what is present continuous tense? A tense which represents an action that is going on in the present at the time of speaking. Clear, students? Now what's the rule for this tense? How we can use this tense in sentences? So students, in this tense, in present continuous tense, we always use is, am or are. Clear? So is, am, are means these to be form of the verbs are used in present continuous tense. And with this to be forms of the verb, you use ing form of the verb. Clear? Now let us understand this with the help of an example. Like, I am reading. Suppose I have given you a sentence. I dash and in bracket I have given you read. Clear? So students, here with I will be using am, that is the to be form of the verb. Read was the verb given to you. So with this verb, you will be using ing. So I am reading. Similarly, In the second sentence, they are sitting. So this is the rule for present continuous tense. It means you will be using is-am-are and verb plus ing. Clear? See, you just notice the structure of this tense. Clear, students? See, what is the structure? How you will form this tense? So first of all, subject will be given to you. Clear? Then you will be using to be forms of the verb, that is, am, and or are. Clear? Then V1 plus ing. This is the structure of this tense, present continuous tense. Subject, in the previous video I told you what is subject. Yes, I explained you this thing. So subject is basically the one who is performing the action. Yes, that is subject. So with subject you will be using is-am-are plus verb's first form plus ing. Clear, students? Like, he is playing football. So here he is the subject, is the to be form of the verb, play is the verb, and with verb I have used ing, and football is the object here. Clear? Now students, there are different kinds of sentences, like a positive statement is given to you, or a negative statement, or an interrogative statement. Interrogative means a question type statement is given to you. So there are different rules for all these categories. Like if a positive statement is given to you, then the structure will be this only: subject, is-am-are plus V1 plus ing. If a negative statement is given to you, what you have to do, you just have to add note here. With to be form of the verb, you will be adding note. Clear? Then if an interrogative statement is given to you, then you will be writing am, is, are, means to be form of the verb plus subject plus V1 plus ing. So this is how you will form different type of sentences in different type of statements. Clear? Now where to use is, am and are? Yes, you should know na, where to use is, where to use am, where to use are. So let's have a look. See, with I, we always use am. Clear? With I, if the subject is I, we always use am with it. And if the subject is he, she, it, or any third person singular subject is given to you, then you will be using is. So with he, she, it, and any third person singular subject, we will be using is. And with we, you, and they, you will be using are. Clear? So with I, we use am. With he, she, it, and third person singular subject, we use is. And with we, you, they, you will be using are. Means with plural subjects and with second person, you will be using are. Clear? Again, it's given to you, like a clear description is given to you in this image. With I, you will be using am. With he, she, it, you will be using is. And with we, you, they, you will be using are. Clear, students? Then some examples are given to you. Like if positive statement is given to you, then with I, we will be using am. So I am working. See, I is the subject, am is the to be form of the verb, and working is the verb given to you, verb plus ing. With he, she, it, you will be using is plus verb plus ing. With you, we, and they, you will be using are. And if a negative sentence is given to you, you have to just add note here. Nothing else you have to do. And if a question type statement is given to you, then to be forms of the verb will be used at first place, then you will be using subject, and then verb will be used. Clear? Yes. Now there are different uses of present continuous tense, means you should know where to use present continuous tense. So students, whenever you have to explain the idea that is happening, that something is happening now at this moment, so there you will be using present continuous tense. And if you want to express the longer action which are not going on at this moment, but they are in the progress, then you will be using present continuous tense. And to indicate the something that will or will not happen in the near future, there you will be using present continuous tense. And with always, constantly, forever, whenever such type of words are given to you, there also you will be using present continuous tense. Okay, so let's understand its uses in detail. So the very first use, students, is that you use present continuous tense for the things that are happening at the moment of speaking. Clear? When you are speaking and if some action is going on that time, so there present continuous tense is used. Clear, students? Like right now, I am teaching to you. Yes? So I am teaching. This indicates present continuous tense. Clear? Then we also use this tense for other kinds of temporary situations. Even if the action is not happening at this moment, if some temporary situation is given to you, like I am reading a really great book. Yes, so right now I am reading a book, but it's a temporary situation, na? It's not that the whole day I will be reading the book only. So it's a temporary situation. So in temporary situations, we use present continuous tense. Clear? And you can compare this with the simple present tense also. If I am saying I work in school, it means I have used simple present tense. If I am saying I am working in school, now this is a temporary situation. If I have used present continuous, na, I am working, it means I am talking about temporary situation here. Clear? Now, we use present continuous for temporary or new habits also. Fine? But yes, simple present tense we use for the regular habits. But for the new habits and temporary habits, we use present continuous tense. Like she is swimming every morning. So, she didn't used to do this, na? Clear? Earlier she didn't used to do this, but now she is doing it. So it's a temporary, it's a new habit. You are smoking too much. So it's a new habit and it's a temporary one also. Then the next use is present continuous use is for the habits that are not regular but that happen very often. So whenever such type of words like always, forever, constantly, such type of words are used, then you will be using present continuous tense. Like you are forever losing your keys, she is constantly missing the train, Lucy is always smiling. Then for future use also present continuous is used, like if you have made or you have already made a plan and you are pretty sure that the event will happen in future, so there you will be using present continuous tense. Like I am meeting my father tomorrow. So tomorrow means I am talking about near future. Yes, so in such cases you will be using present continuous tense. We are going to beach at the weekend. Again I am talking about near future. I am leaving at 3. So in such cases you will be using present continuous tense. Clear? Now let's have a recap of these uses again. Firstly, I told you that we will use present continuous tense for the action that are happening exactly now. Yes, that are happening at the time of speaking. Yeah, you can see here also, students. Like you can see with this gray bar. gray is given to you, gray color bar is given to you. With this you can judge where to use the present continuous tense. See, in past no action was going on. Yes, in future also no action is going on. But yes, in present the action is going on at the time of speaking. So here you will be using present continuous tense. Clear? Like again you can see these images. So when you are seeing these images, the action is going on. So in such cases you will be using present continuous tense. Then you use present continuous tense for the action happening around now. If something is happening now, then you will be using present continuous tense. Clear? Around now means not exactly now, but yes, it is happening just before and just after now. Clear? So there you will be using present continuous tense. Means, see, the action is not happening exactly now. You can see the small bars in the present, but in past the action was happening. In future also the action will happen, and in present it is happening in lots. Clear? Not exactly now. So in such cases you will be using present continuous tense. Fine? Like Muriel is learning to drive. I am living with my sister until I find an apartment. So in the first example, Muriel is learning to drive. So here in the past also she was learning to drive. Yes. And in present also she is learning to drive, and in future also she will be learning to drive. So in such cases you will be using present continuous tense. Then for future also present continuous tense is used. So whenever you want to talk about the future, such kind of words are used, like tomorrow, next year, in June, at Christmas. So here you will be using present continuous tense. Clear, students? So to indicate the near future also we use present continuous tense. Then you can have a look to these examples also. We are eating at Joe's Cafe tonight. We have already booked the table. They can play tennis with you tomorrow. They are not working. When are you starting your new job? So in these examples, a firm plan or a program exists before speaking. Means it's not that the action is taking place at the time of speaking only. It can take place before speaking also, just before speaking and just after speaking. Clear? So in such cases also you will be using present continuous tense. Now where to use present simple and present continuous? What's the difference between these two? So have a look. So students, in present simple the rule is subject plus V1, but in present continuous the rule is subject plus ismr plus V plus ing. Clear? So present simple is used to express actions of general truth, and present continuous is used to describe actions that are happening right now. Clear? Then again a table is given to you. For the present simple and present continuous, a brief distinction is given to you. You can have a look to this table also. For regular actions or situations, you will be using present simple. For actions in progress, you will be using present continuous. Then to express the facts, permanent situations or states, you will be using the present simple, and for temporary actions you use present continuous. With stative verbs you use present simple, and with changing or developing situations you use present continuous. Then for future timetabled events you use present simple, and for future actions that are decided you use present continuous. Clear? Now students, some exercises are given to you. You can try these exercises to have a better understanding for this present simple and present continuous tense. So you can just try these exercises. Clear? I have given you two exercises. The first exercise is this one. You just have to fill in the blanks. Do fill in the blanks, and in the second exercise also you have to look at the picture and you have to complete the sentences by using simple present or present continuous tense. So just do these exercises and try these exercises very well. Watch the video carefully and you can have a look to that previous video again for the present simple tense. Clear? And then try these exercises. Thank you. Have a good day.